What is up, guys? It is Adam, and welcome back to a brand new video. This is going to be a little different from the kind of videos I have on my channel. I'm just trying to experiment with some things. You know, I've been contemplating what I want to do for videos, and, you know, Call of Duty right now just is boring, it's uninteresting, and honestly, right now, I just kind of want to do something new, creative. I've got plenty of time to think during my, you know, job during the week, and I got all these things I kind of want to say and talk about, so I figured, fuck it, let's just upload it and see how things go. It's the new year. I'm going to try and maybe get out a video a week. I know, I've said that before, but this time, I genuinely am going to put something out. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. That's up for you guys to decide, so if you do enjoy this video, please drop a like, and subscribe if you're interested in just me as a person. Maybe over time you'll get interested in some of my videos. If you like some of my older videos, you know, hey, you don't need to subscribe, you know. If you're here for the Advanced Warfare multiplayer menu themes, you could... you don't need to subscribe. I don't know. I see people post and subscribe on that fucking video all the time, and I don't get it. But I do want to do some Call of Duty videos. That's kind of in the work. I'm going to do some stuff on Modern Warfare. Getting prepped up for Modern Warfare 2, which will presumably be coming out. But let's just forget about that for a second here and actually talk about, you know, what this video is about. And it's about Battlefield. And you saw with those first few clips, this game is in shambles. It is it's ridiculous, and it's the funniest thing ever. And what frustrates me is there's so many issues, and I see both sides of the argument here, right? But the real problem is no one's actually looking at the person responsible for all this. It's the publisher. Like, for some reason, everyone's thinking, like, you got to get mad at the community. The community's being toxic. So let's just take a step back from this as well, and let me kind of just give you a little insight on what actually is going on if you're living under a rock and you don't know anything about this, but I'm assuming you would if you know anything about, you know, Battlefield, DICE, EA, all this stuff. So Battlefield 2042 had this big-ass Reddit post talking about a huge message from the mod team complaining that people were being toxic, essentially, on the subreddit, saying stuff like they're threatening other people and just divulging the conversations into toxic messages and threatening the lives of the developers. And this is already like a red flag, right? Like, if that is true, please show evidence, right? Like, okay, update, as I was making this video, the mod team actually did post an update thing, pretty much just kind of going over the level of toxicity they were talking about by giving some examples about, you know, what people are saying, like, about developers, like, developers should have never been born, or they're a piece of shit who should die, or their family should die from COVID, or things along the lines of people's argumentation against other people on the subreddit saying, you're a fucking moron for thinking this game's good, or stop playing this game, you fucking ruining Battlefield, stuff like that. Well, you know, that's definitely relevant, and it's good that they at least showed some of that, because I totally understand. They're probably deleting a lot of stuff like that. But again, if you're trying to, like, change someone's mind truly on Reddit, you're a fucking moron, because there's a lot of people on this subreddit who, when they post stuff like that, like, come on, dude, like, that's just sad. Like, no one's actually gonna listen to you, or they're just trolling, and they're just doing it because it's funny, and they think it's some dark humor, but they're just doing it because they think it's funny to just say absurd shit and get a kick out of someone. But regardless, that's important. That's the kind of stuff that I guess they're talking about. But to even post in the first place and then backtrack on it by saying, you know, like, oh, we posted hastily, you know, we shouldn't have done that. It was on our fault. Like, come on, dude. Like, put your thoughts together. It sounds hypocritical of me saying this as this is updating, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, put your thoughts together when you're dealing with stuff like this, and then upload it. Don't just say things and then not post about it and give examples, I guess. But whatever. It's all a big shit show. It's fucking Reddit. Half the people on here are fucking losers anyway. Jump back into the video. Oh, everyone can say a blanket statement. Oh, yeah, people threaten the developers all the time. Like, it's messed up. We shun those people. Yeah, I think everyone shuns those people. This isn't, like, a new thing, right? Like, people just shunning a bad action is, like, fucking common sense, right? Like, we can clearly understand that. Oh, we're doing constructive criticism. Yeah, I get it, okay? Sometimes constructive criticism goes over the line, but it's valid criticism, especially for the stuff that's going on right now. And I think another thing that's really annoying, just reading this whole thing, which people are lampooning in the fucking comments, is that they're talking about the toxicity levels, because they're thinking about shutting down the subreddit, right? And they're like, oh, option one, if the toxicity goes down, we will leave the subreddit open without further restrictions. Option two, if the toxicity stays at its current levels, as if there's some sort of, like, mathematical, analytical judgment of what toxicity level is what. Like, there's no percentage. It's just, if it stays, who's determining what's toxic? Who's not? What the fuck does that even mean? Like, we'll begin locking threads early on a majority of posts. Like, what? And then option three, if toxicity increases, we will lock down the subreddit for a period of time. What does that even mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, dude? What does that mean? There's no scale. There's no baseline understanding. And excuse me. This is the issue with a lot of this stuff, is it's all arbitrary. It means nothing, because one person's perspective of toxicity could be, hey, stop clowning on the devs for not adding a scoreboard into the game. You know, they're working hard. And the other person's like, that's criticism. Hey, this is a toxic conversation. We're the mod team, guys. This is a toxic conversation. We need to tone this down a little bit, okay? Who's judging it? Everyone's just so ready to cry out wolf and be like, hey, stop. And of course the people are going to talk to the mod team, or not the mod team, or they're going to talk to the developers, and the developers are going to post stuff, right? And they'll be like, hey guys, we just got home for break. Yeah, we get it, okay? Everyone needs a break, but also you released this game in a state of just chaos, and then go home on break. That's dodging a bullet with convenient timing, right? Like, yeah, we get it. Everyone wants to go home for the holidays. Totally understandable. But, like, they knew what they were doing. However, that's kind of where I'm getting at with this video, is the developers knew it. And the developers probably don't feel good about it. Except, it's not their fault. The developers didn't decide to release the game like this, right? Like, I'm assuming a lot of the people there genuinely have interest for this game, genuinely have interest in making the community satisfied. But the big guys at top, the guys that make the fucking big-ass bucks, the people that make these decisions, they're sitting here saying, yeah, this game's coming out, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're going to be forced to have to make some new changes to the game, even though, you know, I know it's not broke, but you're going to fucking fix it. That's what you're going to do. You're going to make me some fucking money. And these people are put into shitty situations. So, of course, you need to understand that from the devs, but guess what? You want to know whose job it is to deal with us, the community? The people that were hired, the community managers, some of the devs, it's their responsibility. And it becomes just a big shit show. But all the fucking big company is doing, EA, and the top people probably at DICE, they're just tipping their foot into the water. They're just seeing how much they can get away with. And you have these big fans of the game, right? You want to sit there and say, well, what are you, an idiot? You didn't wait for a review to come out? Why did you sit here and buy the fucking game if you knew it was going to be shit? We got a beta, right? I played the beta and I was out, dude. That was the worst game of my life. I played like a 10-minute game, walked around for like 7 minutes, got like 2 kills, died like 5 times, a big-ass map. Boring, fucking deleted that shit, I was gone. So, some people mindlessly buy, right? See, this is where assumptions, and I know maybe I made a couple assumptions already about, like, the people up top, but, like, I'd say assumptions about the community when it comes to saying, like, hey, you know, there are people that go out and just buy the game, and then they're disappointed by that. It's like, well, what did you expect? You know, they're complaining they want their money back. But honestly, people like that need to play the game to truly get an idea of what it's like. You know, if something's different and you hate on it instantly, you're just closed-minded. So these people are open-minded. They want to play the game. They're trying to find the fun in it, and they can't. And they go to complain on the message board, on Reddit, and next thing you know, they're fucking just shit on by the team of people. Because we're a society of people that are just I guess, being more lenient towards this stuff. This is what they're trying to do. They're using the community of people who play these games that are maybe new to the series, right? They haven't experienced all the games in the series, or they haven't had that deep connection with it. People who genuinely love the game, right, and have a passion for it. They'll just jump on, play video games every once in a while. They'll be like, yeah, the game's not bad. Dude, it's just a video game. What are you freaking out about? it's a product, just like anything else. It's a product, and people are clearly getting, I don't want to use the word scam because it's a pretty big word to use, but people are being gypped. I mean, genuinely, they're giving less and less each year, paying more and more, honestly, each year, especially with new generation consoles coming out. And these people are getting completely just fucked over. They want a good product, and they believe in the company, and they're just getting screwed over. And these new people into gaming, or the people that don't play game as much, and this new generation of people who always just want to protect everyone and, you know, care about people's feelings, sit there and defend them. And they know that. They know they can release this game, and they'll have people just blindly protect them because they'll be like, guys, don't talk bad about the devs. That's so messed up. You guys are complete extremists. Those people are the problem, because they know up top, they know exactly that people will do this for them. They know that people will just sit there and be like, hey, you're being mean to the devs, and you need to stop doing that. You're a bad person, even though they'll have legitimate criticisms. And what, you can't say the word fuck in a post? Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Why is there not a proper scoreboard? You can't switch to pick your own squad? I mean, that's default shit that used to be in Battlefield. And now, nah, you just can't do that anymore? Like, the weapons are, like, cut like crazy? Oh, well, you know, the game takes a lot more development time because of all the graphics and stuff. Dude, the game doesn't even look that good. And I'm playing on a Series X, and people on PC and shit are complaining too that it just doesn't look that good. And I just kind of think to myself, like, oh, this is just so frustrating. This is what games are turning into. They will just get away with as much as they possibly can, and they're just getting their foot in the door, they're tipping their toe in the water just to say, oh, okay. And they're normalizing this behavior. And especially with, like, the pre-order and releasing games that are, like, in alpha and beta. Oh, well, the game will get good over time. Yeah, I get it. You want to be optimistic. You're trying not to be one of those negative people. Because, yeah, in this situation, the devs really have to be working with what they've got, right? They were forced to put the game out. It's now their deal to deal with the game for the next year or two. And you want to support them. But I think, in general, you shouldn't even do that. The proper response really should be, I respect the devs, but I'm not going to play the game because I don't support the these practices made by, you know, the publisher. That's the proper response. Talk with your wallet. Everyone says it. They're like, talk with your wallet, guys. Don't buy the game. A lot of people right now are really complaining about that, and I think this will make an impact, hopefully. But honestly, you know, like, this is just kind of the issue with games in general, and I think Battlefield has been doing a great job. I think it's just EA in general. Like, they are the forerunners of all this bullshit in the gaming community. They did it with fucking Battlefront 2 and pissed people off, and things changed from there. But they are pushing it. They are pushing it. They are poking the bear. And every time they wake the bear up, but you know what? They learn a little bit each time. And they can get away with more, so they can poke and poke and poke, because the bear's getting fucking pissed off. It's like, holy fuck, this dumb motherfucker is coming and poking my ass yet again. Like, the bear's gonna get fed up. The people are just gonna be like, holy shit, I cannot believe EA keeps doing this. But there's always a new influx of people getting into gaming for their first Battlefield game, their first, you know, EA or DICE game, or the first game on the engine that these games play on. It's just like, and they fall in love with it, but they see issues with it. And because people are becoming a little more lenient with this stuff, it's all working out in their favor. It's a big numbers game, and we're just the pawns in the middle of the game. So I really hope that people can kind of just lampoon this game, make fun of it, shit on it. Fuck it. I mean, I keep going on the Reddit. I think it's the funniest things. I go on the Reddit for 30 minutes, 30 minutes a day, and I've been laughing at it for the past few weeks here. But now I've just been sitting on it, reading like every comment, and it's the funniest thing ever. So it's just a big shambles. I think the big problem is the publisher themselves. And yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'd probably just keep on rambling. But hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this sort of video. This is kind of something I want to do a little more. More commentary, more just relaxed stuff. I just got all this energy. I want to talk about stuff. And it's the New Year's, so let's just pound out some videos. And hopefully I'll get one video out a week here, maybe even more than that. I've got lots of stuff that I want to do here. And maybe I'll make a follow-up video or something like this. But I just wanted to get my opinion out there. Just kind of wanted to talk about it. Let me know in the comment section below if this was, like, barely understandable or you totally see where I'm coming from. or if I should have touched on some more stuff. I don't know, but I appreciate you for even stopping by. And if you're even at this point of the video, I'm a small channel. I get it, right? But, you know, friends and other people that I know, I appreciate you guys for watching this video, or subscribers. Thank you guys so much. But my name's Adam, too new for you to handle, and I'll see you on the next one.